I'm Julia, and together we cook. And today we're going to be making tortilla pizzas. Yay, yummy. Okay, so first, wash your hands. After that, put on an apron and tie up your hair. Okay, now gather all the ingredients. Arugula, spinach, mushrooms, cheese.
That one is a fresh mozzarella ball, but any cheese that you want will do it, right?
Pepperoni, olives, sundried tomatoes, homemade pesto,
That one is a kale pesto, but you can make a basil pesto.
olive oil, and the second most important part, second to third, tomato sauce, and the most important,
The
tortilla.
Yeah, this one is a pizza sauce from Trader Joe's that we really like.
And we also have some fresh ham.
Okay.
We're just going to show you how to use everything, but you don't need to use that much. I usually don't stuff mine a lot, so...
Yeah, so we have a variety because each of us is going to come here and choose the ingredients that we want, right?
Yeah. Okay, starting with the mushrooms. So you take off the stem, you put it in the compost if you don't have a compost, which we have one right here. If you don't have a compost, put it in the trash. Plop. Okay, so we're going to slice our mushrooms up. I'm going to make a face with my pizza, but instead of cutting out a shape, I'm just going to slice it and then make a shape on the pizza.
Right, so what do you do with your fingers when you're cutting?
Claw hands
To
so
protect
you
your
don't
fingertips.
cut your fingers.
All right, and so before Julia slicing that, I cleaned the mushrooms because they grow. Where do they grow?
In the ground.
Yeah, so they have a little bit of dirt sometimes, so I cleaned them and got that dirt out. And then Julia is just...
And as you know from our last
Slicing them.
videos, use the back to scrape it out.
Yeah, a lot of adults don't know that trick. All right, do you want to slice one more or no?
Yeah, we can slice one more.
All right.
Take off the stem, put it in there.
Yeah.
The compost, well, you can't see it. So.
Yeah, always try to put the flat side of any food down so it's a little more stable for when you're slicing. So she put the flat side down and she's slicing it. All right. That's good.
Tiny other one.
All right, should we prep the cheese?
Yeah. So we're going to grate the cheese. Yummy, yummy.
All right, so you can put that mushroom in the bowl, Julia, so it's out of your way. All right. So when she's grating now, she's gonna be careful not to catch her fingers on the blades, the part that would cut her fingers. So
And it's natural for it to just fall apart. Mine is probably going to just fall
because that
apart.
one is a fresh mozzarella ball, that's why. So it just starts crumbling as you're grating, and that's okay. You just want it in small pieces. Do you want to move it to the center of the cutting mat so that it doesn't go on the floor? Yeah.
Yeah, see.
Always move the food so that your fingers are far away from the blades, right? So always keep moving the food in different angles to get your fingers away.
So this mozzarella ball was way too soft. We thought it'd be more hard or stuff like that, but it turned out to be way too soft. So what we're gonna do is just chop it up.
It's so soft that you don't even need to go back and forth with the knife. Just up and down motion will do. Yeah, like that. Chopping motion. Yeah.
Move this to the side. It grated a bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
It only grated like this much.
Yeah, and you may be using a harder cheese that you're gonna use the grater for. Or you can chop yours if you're using a super soft mozzarella ball.
We heated up the pan already, and now we're gonna put on the tortilla until the bottom is starting to look brown. I'm gonna be scraping it with this, basically. Flipping, scraping, seeing under.
Yeah, so don't touch the pan because it's hot, right?
You can hold the handle if your pan.
All right, so while it heats up a little bit, you just put it. It's not going to be ready. So do you want to tell them what you did with the spinach?
So with the spinach, I'm making a face, like I said earlier. And so I'm going to make the mushrooms, into a mouth. I'm going to make the pepperoni into eyes, the olives into one nose, and then the spinach into the hair.
Awesome.
So I cut it.
So how do you hold the pan? One hand,
One
right?
hand here.
Not quite? Not quite? Okay.
Well, let's see.
We can wait.
Yeah, no, not quite.
We'll be back.
Okay, so ours is looking ready because the top is starting to bubble up. And so we're going to flip it, and when we flip it, we're going to start putting our toppings.
Yeah, so the other side will start to crisp up a bit while we put our toppings. So the tomato sauce, you're just going to spread a little bit of sauce everywhere. It's about maybe 2 tablespoons, depend how big your tortilla is or how much sauce you like. So I would put a bit more going around, Juju, if you would like. So depends how big your tortilla is. And this is a flour tortilla. You could use whatever tortillas you enjoy. So Julia put about 1 tablespoon on hers, right?
Yeah.
All right, make sure you move the pan to the center of the stove top.
We can maybe put a tiny bit more sauce.
Okay, good job. So this pan, the handle doesn't get hot, but if yours does, you need to make sure you're using oven
Glove,
mitts.
which we have over there. So.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese, and we're gonna have to lower the heat a little bit, Julia, since you're gonna take a bit of time doing that. So you can lower your heat to low all the way to 1 maybe, and then you can sprinkle your cheese, Juju. Sorry, Julia. You can sprinkle your cheese. Bring your container closer, okay? All right, sprinkle cheese. And I would say maybe that's about 1/3 of a cup maybe that she's gonna use, or 1/2 a cup. She's just gonna sprinkle it until make sure you're sprinkling everywhere, right? So it's not all one top or one place.
Yeah, and if you have the crumbly cheese like we do, maybe it might be a little sticky or something.
That's
it's
okay.
The cheese is over there, but it just gave me a little scare. Okay, but the cheese will be crispy. Okay, so.
So we're gonna have to work a little faster, just so that we don't burn the bottom of the tortilla, right?
Yeah. So it's looking good.
All right. And if you're taking your time doing that, just turn off the stovetop like we
we're
did,
doing.
so you can take your time a little bit. But even so, it continues to cook. So make sure you already know what you're gonna do, right?
And my mouth. Yeah, my mouth got upside down, but.
You can turn your mouth however you would like.
Okay. So 2 eyes. My hands are getting dirty, but that's fine. I'm just cooking. The mouth kind of looks like a mustache to me.
I love it. I'm gonna show a top view after we're done.
Okay, I'm gonna
You wanted to do a little bit of hair. Do you want to do hair?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I think we could put a little bit more cheese, no? Like around it?
Yeah, true.
What do you think?
I think I can.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's great.
I
And
like extra cheese.
All right, what are you gonna use the spinach that you chopped up?
For the hair.
Ooh.
It's looking like a weird cartoony thingy.
Be careful not to touch the pan, right? The pan is hot. So when your child is doing this with you, the best thing to do is to get one of those little towers or a stool or something, a little step stool, something that the height is comfortable for them to see what they're doing really well and to be working with you.
Or if you're just a kid like me.
Like older
Just-
or more experienced? Yeah, and then, still it's nice to be together in the kitchen, right?
I'm not that older, but I'm experienced, so.
Ooh, I like that design. Should I show everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Actually,
think
why
it's
don't we
starting
cover
to-
and let the cheese melt a little bit? And we can increase the heat to medium. So what other combinations should we do, Julia, for the next pizzas?
Maybe like a star or something. It's already looking pretty ready.
Yeah, I would leave it a bit more.
Okay.
So what you could do, is the heat on medium?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you could do, there's two ways to doing it. You can just finish in the frying pan by let the cheese melt a little bit.
Or you could put it in the broiler like we did for the tuna sandwich.
Tuna melts, yeah.
Tuna
That's true.
sandwich.
Now that you're expert on the broiler, we could just put it like 1 minute or maybe 2 minutes under the broiler to let the cheese bubble up and brown a bit.
I'm gonna check it.
Yeah,
It's
so
looking pretty good.
it's pretty good to us. The cheese is not going to be brown. It's just mozzarella, but it's
good.
if you put it in the broiler, it probably would. But for us, it's just going to melt a little bit and bring everything together and be toasty and ready. Do you want to check the tortilla under to see, Julia? Hold the handle.
Ew, looks good.
Yeah.
If it's a little burnt, it's fine. Ours is a little burnt. But
All right,
it's
so
fine.
I'm going to look on the top for you. Hold
We're
on.
gonna
No, I'm
grab
going to show
a
from the
plate
top.
After, so
Hold on, I'm going to show that from the top.
we will.
That's pretty cute. All right,
It's like a mustache.
I'm gonna give you a plate to put that on. Don't move yet. All right, here you go.
Smoky.
Did you turn off the heat?
Yeah, and it's still very smoky. But
Oh, perfect. All right, turn off the heat. You did?
yeah.
That's okay. You can leave that.
And what I like doing is scraping off like the burnt parts. I don't like eating it, but it's just fun for me to scrape it off.
Right. That looks super cute.
Mustache.
Yum.
Mustachio.
All right.
And it's okay if like it seems a little watery. It's just because it's like fresh cheese basically.
Yeah.
So like the cheese gets a little watery. But
All
it's
right.
fine.
Thank you, Julia, for showing this one more recipe. Do you want to put it closer to the camera so everybody can see?
Yeah,
Lower.
maybe I'll try it to see
Awesome.
if I like it. So,
Do you want to drizzle a little olive oil on it? You can put the
Yeah.
plate down
Oh,
right
there's
there.
no space. The bottom of the plate might be a little hot, but it's fine.
All right, you can drizzle a little olive oil, move your oil. Ooh, yum.
It's exactly like a pizza.
All right, so-
except maybe a little bit better.
Yeah, and you can make a big salad with that or some roasted
You can
vegetables.
use the ham,
All right,
or
so
just sneak eating the ham plate.
right. So thank you, Julia. Ciao.
Bye.